YouTube, how's it going? The Goat House is back with our updated rookie rankings heading into week 9. We've been updating these every single week. Top 10 here on YouTube, top 25 for our super followers on Twitter. Super followers are also getting a bunch of bonus content. QB rankings every week, 1 through 32. Updated playoff predictions went up today for super followers in Twitter format, not video. But yeah, check it out. Check us out on Twitter. A lot of news, rumors, updates, and talking during live games. This should be a quick video. Not too many changes there. Any links you're looking for, anything going on your screen, the links are pinned in the comments there. You see I'm rocking the defending defensive rookie of the year, Mike Parsons GLD chain from the GLD shop. He rocks these in-game, the same exact one in-game actually. So we have a code GOAT with them. Links pinned in the comments for anything you're looking for. But yeah, it's going to be a quick one. Here's the top 10. There's not too many changes. We see some new, I guess one first-time top 10er in Ikem Ekwonu, the top draft pick out of NC State, who's with the Panthers. He started off a little slow. Saw it in preseason, too. Like, he didn't look, he was a little sloppy, little rookie tackle. It's very tough to play tackle, so it kind of makes sense. You just want to see progression. And then you saw the first few weeks of the NFL season, struggling a little bit, but, just the first 2 or 3 weeks, and now he's really getting going, and you see the Panthers getting more offense together, and it starts with the tackles, the offensive linemen there, and Ekwonu's been very solid for the Carolina Panthers, so he went up a good amount, 8 spots. He was creeping, because I do the top 25 for super followers, so you see 11 through 25, and he was went from not being ranked for a bit in that group of rankings into climbing up in that, and now he's up into here at number 7. Breece Hall's dropped down. He's out for season, obviously. He didn't play this past week, so, he's going to fall out of the rankings here. But he was definitely on pace to possibly, be in serious contention for that offensive rookie of the year, so that was unfortunate. But, yeah, this week was weird. Like, every week I feel like there's a bunch of guys I want to put in the top 10. Like, every week I have that. I'm like, oh, how am I going to leave this guy out, this guy out, this guy out? I didn't really feel that this week, so I didn't really feel like dropping Breece Hall out completely because you still want to recognize what what he's done this year. But another Jet had a big-time week. Garrett Wilson, he went really cold for their passing game in general, went really cold for quite a few weeks. But Garrett Wilson had a standout game this past week, so he's pretty close, just outside the top 10. But want to see more than just that one game, kind of put it together. You want to see him put it together a little bit. Another guy that maybe just missed, Malcolm Rodriguez, thought he had a pretty good game for the Lions. He's been a standout rookie for them. And a few other guys, obviously. Super followers will see the rest of the rankings. But Devin Lloyd at 9. Trayvon Walker is a new entry for this week, but he's been in the rankings when we first started the rookie rankings earlier this year. But he's back in it. He had another pretty good game there. He was getting pressure all game. You see the versatility. He's able to get involved at getting after the quarterback, stopping a run, dropping back in coverage. So I thought he had a pretty good game against the Broncos. And we talked about Ikem Ekwonu, first-timer here, being in the top 10. And it's only top 10 every week, and there's a lot of guys that are going to stick, the guys in the top that are going to stay there, so it's very difficult for rookies to be ranked in the top 10. Brisker went up a spot. He was a big riser last week. He's been really one of the bright spots of the entire Bears defense. Maybe you could argue that could he have been, Roquan Smith's gone. He wasn't playing as great as he was in the past, but he's still playing solid. But you could probably argue that Brisker is maybe the best player on the Bears defense this year. It's pretty wild. He's had a really good outing, really good rookie season, so he fits that defense very well. Dameon Pierce has been one of the best offensive rookies for sure. He's going to go down 2 spots, a little slow day. Titans got a real tough defense, so that'll probably do it. Chris Olave had a solid day, obviously, for the Saints and their good win against the Raiders, 24-0. He said he put it 4. Kenneth Walker didn't have a crazy amount of yards, but, over 50 yards, and he got in the end zone once again. Was an impressive one for sure. You see he's catching the ball maybe a little bit better than expected because he would only get a catch or 2 a game. That might be generous at Michigan State. So that you'll love to see that. He's been a big factor for the Seahawks. Penny goes down, and it's like, they don't have much of a do they have much of a run game? And Geno's doing good at the pass game, but our team's going to game plan for that, figure it out. But now they're still balanced. You got to worry about the run and the pass equally, and that kind of makes that offense solid. And there's back-to-back Seahawks. Tariq Woolen's been fantastic. The young corner out of Texas San Antonio that was supposed to be kind of a project. We knew he was going to be good. but didn't really think it this early. So he's been extremely impressive. And Sauce Gardner remains at number one. It was a tough one for the Jets, but they played very, very well in defense. He's been extremely tight in coverage. And you see him mixing up the Jets mixing up different coverages too. And he's able to play man. He's able to play cover two the way it should be played. You know, some corners just sit in the flat and just, you know, Gardner, you know, solid corners will ride the receiver as long as they possibly can. You know, try to fool the quarterback thinking what coverage is it actually. See Gardner do that. We saw that at Cincinnati as well. But, yeah, I like how the Jets defenses play. I like how they mix it up, and it's really good. They got some good corners to help them do that. So Sauce is going to remain number one. There's been quite a few changes. I mean, this week there's not too much changes, but we've been changing, getting guys up, you know, moving up big time. But Sauce Gardner has been holding that one spot. Woolen is really right there, and Walker's coming for him. Olave just takes one big game. They play on Monday night this week. I think it's going to be a hell of a game, Ravens Saints. So maybe a chance to get to number one with a big game like that. You know, if Dameon Pierce and the Texans shock the world, beat the Eagles on Thursday night, you know, it's a possibility as well that he can get up there. So, yeah, not too many changes, but it's good to see a new face in here. Ekwonu Walker back into the rankings, the number one overall pick there. So that is also good to see. And some other guys making their way up. We talked about some receivers, Garrett Wilson, Alec Pierce, Romeo Doubs. Those guys played very well this past week, so maybe they're creeping on up here to get in the conversation. We will see. But been updating these every single week. We have regular power rankings every single week, ranking all the teams. We have weekly picks, weekly score predictions, picks against the spread. We have trade deadline videos. We graded every deadline trade. Our Twitter has the grades from before the deadline day trades. A lot going on Twitter. Links pinned in the comments for anything extra that you're looking for there. Make sure you like, subscribe, turn notifications on your way out here. It'd be much appreciated. That's going to do it for this one, though. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.